Welcome aboard. Grab your compass to find our direction. Let's begin the journey. A Grunt's View. Roland Ocampo, also known as Scrappy.
This episode is dedicated to Jimmy Andrews. Rest easy, brother.
Thank you, Andrew, for that intro. Yeah, welcome to A Grunt's View. I'm here at Jones Gap State Park in South Carolina, and I just got done doing a hike up to the falls. It's called the Rainbow Falls hike. It's a pretty short hike. It's not far. It's about a 3-mile hike up and back. And this is the Mountain Bridge Wilderness area, and I tell you what, it's beautiful out here. There's a nice river, and you can hear it behind me, I think, roaring. And if you hike up to that falls, the Rainbow Falls is beautiful. I'm definitely coming back to this park to check it out. It's a very nice park. I love South Carolina. It's just a gorgeous place. I've been to the beach, I've been to the mountains. We get the best of both worlds here. But today's hike, I started, it was sluggish. It's Easter Sunday. Got up, I didn't go to church. I didn't really do much. I was, drinking my coffee slow, eating my breakfast slow, figuring out what to do today, and I decided to come out here, and I'm glad I did. On the hike, I ended up running into a girl and her parents, and she's blind. And I saw her coming down, and the parents helping her, and, I seen a little worry on her face, but not much. But her dad says, I wanted to come up here and show her some nature. And I picked up on it right away, and I said, and I asked the girl, did you like what you see? And she laughed, and they all got a giggle. And that's the positivity of a mental attitude, And I can tell you, for one, I know all about positivity of a mental attitude. I've been down that pit of despair, and, I'm blind in one eye, and so I worry about being blind. But here she is climbing a mountain and going to see, going to hear the falls. I guarantee you hearing them is just as good as seeing them, as I love hearing the water behind me right now. But it's just an inspiration to see somebody do something like that, and me complaining about being tired going up the hill and down the hill, and looking down at possible rocks that may trip me or crank my ankle. You have those reach up and grab rocks that trip you, and every time I look up to see something, if I'm walking, I always end up, wobble and crank, almost got my ankle. So it does happen, and you hikers know that if you hike. But here she is, going up and down a mountain, and of course with some guidance with the parents, and that's what parents are supposed to do. You lead, you guide, and you get things done. And yeah, that's just that's a joy to see. I don't think you run, when God put you here and people run across your path, I think it's for a reason. And, what's funny is that I saw this couple this family yesterday when I was in downtown Greenville, heading to my coffee shop to go do some work. And I saw them, walking the sidewalks, and I noticed them because she's blind. She had her cane, and she was going off the pavement, and the pavement in square grooves, and they had, deep grooves, and I was wondering, how does she not know that, or know there's grooves there? Because it's deep. Isn't that stick she used to run into them all the time? And, it's got to be hard, I thought. And then the next day, here I see her climbing a mountain without a stick. Her parents were guiding her, and it's just an amazing thing. And, that's the one thing, she has to put faith in her parents and faith in herself to go up and down. And that's a beautiful thing, having faith in somebody. And that's sort of like my Grunt's View story about climbing Mount Whitney last year. A lot of the faith of my brothers in helping me down from altitude sickness. But it just, on a day that you have to think about what Jesus did and sacrificing and all the hate coming towards him, and then him dying and rising back up. It's a good day. It's a grateful day. I'm grateful I got to enjoy this day, and I'm grateful I got to see that inspiration in that girl and her family members. Her mom and dad guiding her, helping her, and leading her and that's exactly how it's supposed to be. There's nothing better than that. So yeah, this is like the 5th podcast, and right now I'm still trying to figure out content. I'm working with Veterans for Veterans, or Veterans Helping Veterans in Anderson, and I'm thinking about doing a series of getting vets stories about what they did in the service. I know I have mine, and I tell them all the time. But these guys, we got 2 World War II guys, and Uncle Joe was one of them. He's in the Navy, and when he talks, you can't help but listen to him. And we got a Korean vet who was in the Trojan Reservoir, and wow, he's got stories too. And what a battle! And he's like, yeah, it was fucking cold. And I can only imagine how much stuff they had to fight with and stuff. So it's just amazing, these stories they got. And then all the Vietnam guys, they tell a story every time I'm there, and I'm just in shock and awe. My stories are Somalia, and they're not nearly as what they went through and stuff, and I salute them every day. And they have this saying, when was the last time you were in Vietnam? And one of the guys is, they all yell, last night. And I get that a little bit. I think about Somalia quite a bit, but I can imagine what Vietnam was like, especially coming back home with all that hate on them and stuff. And unfortunately, that's how they got treated. But hey, here talking about this place, this Mountain Bridge Wilderness area is a beautiful area to hike. It's pretty close by, I don't know if you heard about it, Camp Greenwood, where they have that church with the cross that people go to. I've gone to, and I put pictures up on my website of it, and it's a beautiful cross area. And the only thing I didn't like when I was there is that people came in and took a lot of selfie pictures and stuff like that, and treated it more like a social party type deal instead of a church. But I took heed there and prayed and took the pictures I needed to take, and thought about all the things that might happen, will happen, because it's a crazy world today. And I honestly don't know what the reality is anymore with this political environment and stuff, and I really don't want to talk about that. Done a lot of that over the election and stuff, and just trying to relax and hope spring comes, and hope spring grows into a beautiful summer, and the summer get to enjoy it all. And to be honest, I have no plans other than work on my Grunt stuff. So this podcast, I'm going to work on a little bit, hopefully get those stories out. And it's all about, I think I said it the last time, it's about consistency. And, I'm doing little things. There's a lot of little things. So I'm not too upset about doing this episode so later than I did the last one, and still struggling to figure out content and how I'm going to do it and stuff. But it's baby steps, and it's just like climbing a mountain. I keep saying that. About anything you do, it's just like climbing a mountain. Here you take a look at the mountain, it doesn't look that big. I can get up there. You start walking, and it's easy. And then you start hiking in the middle of the way, and then you start getting tired, and you start breathing a little heavier. You start having to go through streams like I did today, a few of them. Not big, but a few, Then you get to the waterfall, there's a bigger stream you have to follow. There was a dog coming down, he got scared. Then I went across and came back, and I met the dog, and I talked to the dog, and I said, buddy, I'm afraid of the water too. I got stuck a little bit too. It's true, I hate the water. And the whole time in the Marine Corps, I hated the water. But I still get through it, Any challenge I do, I get through it eventually. And so I pet the dog. He was a nice little dog. But yeah, this trip was an awesome trip. I got to say, I love nature, and it helps you with the everyday. Like, you're feeling down. Like I said in the morning, I wasn't feeling great. I said, I got to get to the mountains. I didn't want to go to Paris Mountain, where I usually train, because I know that whole mountain. I want to do something different today, and it's sort of about self-care, and about working on yourself when you're down, so you don't fall in that pit of despair like I did 2 years ago. It's all about using your toolbox, and if you don't know what your toolbox is all the things that make you happy. You know, if you listen to music, you know, whatever music you listen to that. Hiking and pictures, taking pictures does it for me. Working on this Grunt View stuff does it for me. Working on the books, the picture books right now, and writing the Mount Whitney story. That all of that helps me get through every day. And I may not be teaching anymore, and I may not be able to teach because of what happened. But like I said in the suicide letter, it's, you know, if that's my pinnacle, I'm okay with it. You know, although I didn't figure I'd still be here, but God had a different plan. You know, and you know, that's one reason why I was thinking about, you know, the things, you know, that happened to Jesus and all that, and all that hate, and I can relate to that. I know a lot of people can relate to that now. I think Trump can relate to that. I think a lot of people getting hate. I think this COVID stuff has brought a lot of hate. And it's unfortunate in this world that it's like that. And you know, people can't you know, figure out where they want to be, or get jealous of where people are going. And they have a feeling that if someone takes their spot, they're going to end up leaving. And you know, I don't know. I remember when I lost my job, I lost all hope. And I wasn't fearful of anybody taking my job, but I didn't think I was going to be leaving either. So it's, I guess, hard to rectify that mentally and emotionally. And I know I didn't know how to do it, and that's why this toolbox is so good. You know, you do these things, you know, you feel good. I swear to God, when I was right by them falls, man, those negative ions were hitting me. And it was an awesome feeling. It really was. There's a guy there. I told him about negative ions. He's like, what? I thought it was just the water, the mist, and all that. And I said, yeah, that's it. But it's the mechanics inside of that. And he was screaming, whoa. And I'm like, yeah, you got it. But it's definitely a beautiful day to go hiking. And yeah, I love listening to the water, and the water really helps you just relax. And yeah, this is a great state park. It's Jones Gap State Park in South Carolina. Yeah, whenever come down South Carolina by Greenville, come up here. You can go to Paris Mountain too. Paris Mountain's a nice park too, but this one has a lot of running water, and the water does help in combination with the hiking the mountain. And plus, you can get fresh water anytime. All you got to do is put your cup in there. That water is good to drink, guarantee that. So it's definitely a beautiful day, and I'm grateful for this day. Grateful for everything that happened today. And like I said, I hope you all had a good Easter and spending time with your families. I got to enjoy nature today, and that's pretty much my family. So, well, I think we're going to end it today. And you guys take care, and if you guys got any questions, go visit gruntsview.net. Take a look at what I put down. If you want to buy pictures, you can go buy pictures on there too. There's you can click on pictures to buy or pictures to use for commercial use. And the book, the Mount Whitney picture book. If you're hiking Mount Whitney, it's a great book to show you what the hikes looks like. And I just got a Grunt's View, the Yellowstone Geysers picture book done, and that's a nice book too. So if you want to check them out and maybe buy them, go for it. I appreciate it. Simplify. Talk to you later. So, hello. This video is about, I don't know, it's Sunday, Easter Sunday. I went on a great hike, and feeling really good. Next day, find out that one of our veterans ended up dying downtown Greenville. Rumor had it he got hit by a car. It's been 3 days now since it happened, and got news that he's actually beaten to death by two individuals. downtown. And I don't know, it's been weighing on me because actually I talked to him a lot. He's doing good. You know, I'm at a transition house here for homeless veterans. He was working. He did get let go from work, only because of COVID. Ended up getting a car. He's working on reading the Bible and writing down verses. I saw him do that. And he's also studying football because he liked to watch football and like to know about the teams. And he started going to the gym, and I told him I'd go with him if he wanted me to. And he said, yeah, sure, sometime. But he said he wanted to work out alone. That's okay, some people do. But he's a good guy. And I had a great Easter Sunday on the hike and stuff, made me feel great. And then this happened, and it sort of got down. And I got down because of, you know, we lost somebody. I didn't know him long. I only knew him for 3 weeks. And I could tell he was working. He was a good guy. He told me his problem, and the reason why he was here is that it wasn't drugs, it was alcohol. He had family issues, of course, you know. And he was trying to make amends and trying to get back straight and get back out there and do the battle we call life. Unfortunately, Easter Sunday probably hit him, family-wise. Probably couldn't visit. So I don't know exactly what, but he ended up going to the bar, drinking. We're not allowed to drink here. And they didn't make it back in time. We're supposed to be back by 11 p.m. and he didn't make it back. They found him unresponsive at 1 a.m. in the streets of downtown Greenville. And sometimes you just gotta, let it go. The things that make you upset inside, sometimes you can't rectify them. I learned that. I got my own issues with my own family. I've made mistakes. Mistakes, they do matter. You learn from them. You grow. But you don't forget them. You learn from them. But you gotta let them go. Everybody makes mistakes. You can't be held forever against those mistakes. At least I don't think you should be. But needs to say, if you keep holding on to that and blaming yourself for the past, you'll never move forward. And he was trying to. I know that. I really do. But, one day like Easter, when family, you see everybody getting together all dressed up, I saw it. And, it can hurt. Trust me, you don't think I didn't feel that. I did. And that's one reason why I went out on the hike, because nature does that for me. It makes me feel better. And you got to know that toolbox. I keep talking about that toolbox. And it's a very important thing to know that when you're not doing well mentally, to start fixing yourself a little bit. And not by drinking, not by drugs, not by doing something that gets you in trouble, but instead doing something like reading, writing, working out, going on hikes, something. I'll miss him. I only knew him for 3 weeks, but I'll miss him. He's a good guy. And yeah, that's unfortunate. What we got is, we have a man lost his life. His family lost a dad, brother, son. Friends don't have him to talk to and mess around with. He's a jokester. And the guys who did it, one's in jail now. They're still looking for the other one. But that 21-year-old guy is now in charge. He's going to jail for murder. It's on video. I guess he tried to get him to get cash from him, and he wouldn't do it, so they beat him. So, a lot of losses, no wins. Don't know what to say. They said take care of yourself and don't make mistakes. And don't let the old mistakes push you into newer ones. It is a hard life. And those people that, make mistakes and never forgive or never apologize or never let go, they should fix that. They should have definitely fixed that. Because it'll stay with you if it don't. And you can't move forward if it stays with you. I'm learning that at 51. But it's never too late. Y'all take care. Semper Fi.
Drink water, check your feet, rest, and be grateful for this journey. Go to agruntsviewsocial.wordpress.com.